What's up everyone, this is GundamLegacyExtreme here today to do a review on Figma Leonmitchelli Galette de Rois, or Galette des Rois Leo-sama, from the anime series Dog Days. And she topples over. She is kind of hard to balance, but I'm not bringing the Figma stand. Anyway, this is, I know I say this a lot, but this is a very, very beautiful figure. I really like all the detail that just went into her. That's what she said. But yeah, just bringing her in closer just to show you the sculpted detail alone. And the painted detailing. And her hand isn't all the way in. There we go. Bring her in closer just to show all the detail. It just looks really, really nice. I am so happy to just have her in the collection. In the story, she is basically fiery, combat ready, but also very kind and loving. And she is one of my favorite characters in that show, if not my all-time favorite out of the girls. Now, just to get everything out of the way really quick, her tail is the Strike Witch style, but there's a reason because separating her waist really quickly, if I can do it without breaking her again. Hang on. Anyway, like I was saying, you can take this part off, plug that back on, and just have her in her shorts. No, unfortunately, you can't take this part off, which is sad, but you don't get replacement. Well, technically speaking, you could if you pull her arms out, but you don't get replacement arms, so yeah. It's nice that they let you at least take her skirt off to put her tail back in. But, yeah, anyway, once again, I fear doing this so often because it's a clear plastic ball joint. If I can show you. It's a clear plastic ball joint. They've been seeming to move. Figma has been seemingly moving to using these clear peg systems, as you will see in a future review. And while it's nice, I fear, well, the peg system is nice. It's when it's a ball joint, and it's when I fear something bad's gonna happen. But anyway, do I have? Yeah, everything's back in fine. Anyway. Actually, I'm doing pretty good right now. Articulation-wise, it's standard Figma articulation. Head up and down, side to side, all that. Arms up and down. The joint actually seems a lot bigger, as you can see. A full rotation here, which is really nice. Bicep swivel, elbow swivel, wrist rotate, and I'm actually not scared for once the pegs are going to break. They're very solid. Wrist forward and back, very typical. Waist, just a single joint and single ball joint, as I showed. Full rotation. This piece is separate, which is why I was holding it in all that time, because I lost it last time. Took me a couple of minutes to find it. Legs forward and back, in and out. Thigh swivel. Rotation here. Feet can go forwards and back, and tilt side to side. It's all your standard articulation. Now getting into our accessories, which, where'd that ball joint go? There we go. You get her cape, which can move here. Kind of makes me think of Ryuki. I mean, not Ryuki, Kamen Rider Kiva Emperor form figure. And you have to use this. You have to use this peg right here to keep it in. Just push it up through there, and then you peg it into her back like so. And this keeps her cape in when she's not on her stand. Oh yeah, I also forgot, her hair can move on here. It's very soft plastic right here, so her hair can move. I kind of don't like this because it kind of impedes, and there goes her front hair. It kind of impedes on certain things, but at the same time it works. Now, the reason it pegs in there is because you can take this out and you bring in her 3-jointed stand, which you have to use this accessory piece because this won't reach far. The normal peg will not reach far enough to keep it pegged in. It'll just peg on the cape. It'll just peg into the cape. Again, I really wish they had just given you a modified version of the 3-jointed stand because I do not like this piece at all. In order to keep her, it takes up a lot of space, and you can't get her flat-footed at all because it has to go up into this angle. You can't have it downward. So you can, but it's really hard and really awkward to get her flat-footed on the stand, and it takes up a lot of room because you have to have that much space in the back. And for someone like me who's slowly running out of room because of my collection, it hurts a lot. Now, before I get... Oh, actually, let me continue. Other accessories you get her axe. The axe that she uses a lot throughout the first series. I don't remember her using the axe in the second series. Just take one of the open hands, unpeg that right there, slide it into the open hand. The open hand's kind of gotten loose from another accessory you'll find out. Just easily tighten it just by squeezing it. Excuse me for 1 second. Anyway, sorry, Skype. I mean, not Skype, Facebook. Very unprofessional. I'll have to edit this out. Anyway, just peg that on, and then peg it into her hand. I'm not going to do that because of her other accessories, which requires me, first off, just showing, typical of Figma, you get an angled hand that doesn't have the swivel for the 2 axes, yes, because of this. This is the royal family sword. Don't ask why it's an axe when it's called the royal sword. Ask the creators of the series, don't ask me. Once again, just unpeg this, slide it into the hand, like so, then repeg, and as you can see, it is still at a slight angle. Anyway, bring in the other hand, unpeg the axe from the top, which, funny story, I actually just learned that these parts peg while I was doing this, while I was getting everything set up for the review. Once again, try and tighten the grip on the hand. It's a little harder to do. Repeg that in. And now, before anything else, bring in her magical symbol. If it focuses, there you go. Kind of hard to see because it's clear green on a milky plastic, which, yeah. Unpeg her hands. Then peg in the new hands. Like so. I have to bend this elbow a bit more. And there you go. But of course, you can't have her smiling while holding an axe, well, unless you want to make her seem like she's psychotic. So, just pull her hair off, pull it off, and bring in her battle-ready face. So happy to have a battle-ready face on a certain Figma, unlike others. But yeah, there you go. Bring this arm up a bit more. Bend the elbow, like so. And if you want it looking like she's combat ready, just raise the stand up a bit, like so. Bring this back and try and center the balance a bit. If that doesn't work, just rotate this a bit. No, not working right like it did before. There we go. It's a little unstable, but just keep fidgeting with it and you'll get it to work. There you go. And you can't see, going free-handed. And there you have it. Now Sorry about that. I wasn't paying attention and did not notice that I hit the 10-minute limit for HD recording. Anyway, bringing in Melchiorre, and again, yes, I know in my review of her I fucked up her name. It's Melchiorre, not Melhoyer. Shut up. Anyway, overall, I highly recommend getting Leo. She is an awesome figure. A nice battle figure, a nice combat figure to have. Just to have one. She goes great with Melchiorre if you have her. And yeah, there are speculations that we are going to be getting Melchiorre in her combat suit or her second season attire. Though nowadays we do see her in this attire in the second season. But it's not sure. I hope it's her battle armor. That way I can have her at least side by side with Leo. I do hope we get Gaul, and I hope we get Shank. Just so that we can at least have the main... Oh yeah, and Eclair. Just so that we can have the main cast. So, yeah, that's about it. That's all I can say. Just go pick up this figure. It's a really, really nice figure to have in your collection. Looks great, and yeah. So, hope you enjoyed this review, and check out some of my other reviews I have up. And yeah, stay tuned for more. I will be trying to get a lot more reviews out since I have a lot of free time. And that's about it, and I hope to see you all at my next review. Peace.